On August 10th, 2013, the Breach opened, a dimensional portal from which came the first kaiju. A monster over 300 feet tall and weighing over 2,000 tons. Dubbed Trespasser, it managed to cut a 35-mile path of destruction through San Francisco that lasted for 6 days until the British and US militaries managed to bring it down. The tragedy was christened K-Day and marked the beginning of the Kaiju War. Monsters rose up from oceans all over the world, the damage escalating with every attack and every time nukes are used to bring the monsters down. Whenever kaijus are destroyed, their toxic blood is spread, making the surrounding area uninhabitable. As nuclear strikes became less and less viable, people started to look for a better way. On September 15, 2014, the Jaeger program was proposed. The Mark III Jaeger Gipsy Danger was launched on July 10, 2017, standing 260 feet tall, weighing just under 2,000 tons. She was constructed on Kodiak Island and built primarily to defend the coastline of Alaska. After being severely damaged in the fight with Knifehead, she was moved to Oblivion Bay, the Jaeger graveyard. But at the request of Stacker Pentecost, the Mark III restoration project was launched, aiming to bring her back to working order. She boasts an impressive complement of weapons, including an I-19 Plasmacaster, her weapon of choice for long-range combat, a GD6 chainsword, strong enough to cut a kaiju in a single stroke, and my personal favourite, her elbow rockets, which, to be honest, speak for themselves. Having a kill count only surpassed by the Australian Jaeger, Striker Eureka, having racked up an impressive 9 total kaiju kills over the course of her 8-year service. Her success owing in no small part to her talented pilots, the Beckett brothers, Yancey and Rawley. But when a kaiju, dubbed a Knifehead, appeared off the coast of Anchorage, Yancey was killed in the fight, leaving Rawley on his own to bring down the kaiju, making it one of the few successful solo runs. After losing his brother, Rawley found himself unable to continue on with the Jaeger program, and he left, eventually taking a job to help rebuild the walls which were aimed to replace the Jaegers. However, at the request of Stacker Pentecost himself, he decided to return to piloting Gipsy Danger, being joined by a new co-pilot, Mako Mori. The two would have their first mission together in Hong Kong, after their fellow Jaegers, Cherno Alpha, Crimson Typhoon, and Striker Eureka were either destroyed or disabled. They had to step in to defend the city from 2 attacking kaiju, Leatherback and Otachi. The fight ended with Gipsy Danger being dragged into the atmosphere, allowing her to use her chainsword without spreading the kaiju's toxic blood. Her last mission would be Operation Pitfall, where alongside Striker Eureka, she would guide a nuke into the breach, closing it for good and saving the world. She was finally destroyed after pushing her way through the breach and detonating her nuclear core, closing the breach for good and bringing an end to the human kaiju war. Despite being lost, she was remembered well after the war, even earning a namesake in the Jaeger Gipsy Avenger.